background of Fanshawe College for our viewers. Si Fanshawe College ay isang college sa Ontario at yung ating special guest, siya po ay Pilipina, pero siya po ay International Educational Advisor nitong Fanshawe College. So, di ba, nakaka-proud, meron tayong kababayan na talaga namang leading sa universities na nag-offer ng courses na ganito, hindi lang sa mga Pilipino, kundi internationally. Okay, nandiyan na ba siya sa ating backstage? Director, Miss Directress? Ayan, mukhang inaantay pa natin siya. Ayan, partner. So, Miss Laika, since nandito ka, can you share to our viewers yung isa sa successful clients natin who's enrolled in Fanshawe College at this time?
Si Grace ba yan or si May?
Si Miss May, yun po yung parang, yun po yung last December nung na-approve yung visa ni Miss May. Buti na lang before nag-pandemic. So, isa po siya sa mga student natin na nag-aaral ngayon sa Fanshawe College. She actually took culinary course. So, yun po yung kinuha niyang kurso doon sa Fanshawe. So, yun.
Ayun. Thank you so much, Ms. Laika. At ito na, huwag na natin patagalin pa. Isama na natin sa ating live stream partner, ang International Educational Advisor of Fanshawe College. Walang iba kundi si Ms. Ina Francheska Raña. Hi, Ma'am Ina. How are you?
Hi. Good evening po sa inyo.
Ayan,
yes, good evening sa lahat ng nasa Philippines. Kasama ni Ms. Ina.
Good evening po sa lahat. I think yung iba po sa inyo baka nasa Canada. So good morning po sa inyo. I'm based here in the Philippines and ako po ay isang Pilipino.
Okay. So, unang tanong muna natin, ma'am, no? Gusto lang namin malaman kumusta muna yung area nyo dyan since nasa Philippines kasi kayo. For sure, some of our viewers, maaring yung ilang sa mga pamilya nila is nasa location nyo. How things are going on dyan, ma'am? How you guys cope up with the situation natin?
So far po, I'm actually in Makati. So, usually po yung mga estudyante ko nagtatanong sa akin, bukas na ba yung VFS dyan sa Makati? So, kasi malapit nga sa amin. Pero so far, I think yung quarantine naman dito is manageable. Makati is not really, hindi naman siya madaming cases, positive cases. But very cautious pa rin in terms of going out, pag kailangan lang, pag going to the grocery lang. But most of the time, webinars talaga, online consultations with students. Nakakamiss na rin lumabas at mag-visit ng mga kung saan-saan.
Opo nga.
True.
Pero syempre, safety first.
Well, just to give you an update naman what's happening here in Dubai or sa UAE, so far we don't have any restrictions anymore. When it comes to transportation and all sa Dubai, but then there are some like yung capital city natin which is Abu Dhabi, may mga time na close yung border nila so hindi sila nakaka-cross to Dubai, but then mandatory pa rin to wear a face mask. But then unti-unti nang bumabalik yung yung mga businesses. So that's why para sa mga viewers po natin na hindi pa aware, open na po ang ating 3 offices dito po sa United Arab Emirates. So we have 1 in Abu Dhabi and 2 in Dubai. Kaya yun.
Yes, at isa nga dyan partner dito. Isa sa mga offices namin located dito sa Burjuman, Dubai area, 101 NBQ building. So, and of course, for sure, yung mga viewers natin, excited na sila to know more about Fanshawe College. So, Miss Ina, I know you've prepared something for our viewers. Ayan. Can you please introduce, we're going to give you the floor now to introduce Fanshawe College sa viewers ng The Visa Center.
Okay, so hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. My name is Ina. I am the Philippine representative of Fanshawe College for the Philippines. So almost all the Philippine applicants, even if you are living overseas, pero nationality mo ay Philippines or you have a Philippine passport, ako yung contact person ninyo.
Okay. That's good.
Yes, I'm conducting everything. Na pag nasa application stage ka pa lang or if you're about to travel to Canada, I will be your contact person. So now I will be sharing my screen so that I prepared a quick presentation about Fanshawe College. So, okay. So first thing, saan po ba located ang Fanshawe College? So we are located in London, Ontario. So the province of Ontario. whenever I attend fairs, usually nagtatanong yung mga student, UK ba siya? Kasi whenever they see London, parang akalain nila na, uy, sa UK to, pwede tayo dito. But we are actually Canada's London. So as you can see, we have a very really nice view. So this is actually taken in the downtown area or the metropolitan area of London City. So London is located in southwestern part of Ontario, which is a 2-hour drive from Toronto Airport. So if you are coming to Fanshawe College, the main entry point will be Toronto. So if you're coming from UAE, meron tayong flights from UAE to Toronto. If you're coming from the Philippines, we have direct flights via PAL from Manila to Toronto. So we'll give you a transportation since 2 hours drive siya. I will discuss that later. Even given the picture that you have seen a while ago, we are known as the Forest City because of the 200 plus parks and open spaces that we have. So actually, for some students who are coming to London, it's actually a breather for them because they have been living in the Philippines, they've been living in Metro Manila, most likely like 20, 30 years. And it's a good change of environment. It's a good change of scenery. But even if we have that kind of environment, we still have a medium-sized population. So we are considered as a medium-sized city with a number of immigrants coming from Europe, Asia, Middle East, and Africa. So right now, the Filipino community in London, it's actually increasing dahil sa dumadami na number of students that are coming into Fanshawe College. And a lot of them are bringing their spouse and may pailan-ilan. Actually, I think for Filipino students talaga, a lot of them are bringing their families eventually in Canada because of the benefits nga of studying and also bringing your family. So we are, the Filipino community in London is increasing as well. We are considered as Ontario's cultural hub because of the diversity of the nationality of the people living inside London. Medical hub because we actually have the second largest hospital in the province. Ito yung Victoria Hospital where most of our students are actually working. And the good thing about being a medical hub in the province is that ngayon, actually last Friday, we are one of the few cities in Ontario na nasa stage 3 na. So all of our establishments, all of the businesses have reopened, have resumed their operation, which is a good thing because we were able to manage and control the cases of the COVID-19 pandemic in the city. So for the past few months, we don't have many COVID-19 cases. If there is, they were treated very, agad-agad. So that's one good thing if you are living in London. Also, we are known as the business hub of Canada because first, we are located near the US-Canada border. So a lot of trades are happening, logistics, supply chain, which is good. That would give you part-time and full-time job opportunities. Also, we have big companies that are located in London. First, we have 3M Canada, McCormick, Labatt, which is a brewing company. And we also have Cargill, which is a meat-producing company. And one good, siguro, FAQ na lang din, na all of the chicken nuggets that you will eat in Canada is actually made and produced in London City. Because, yes, that's actually one good trivia that whenever I do questions and answers to students, yun yung lagi kong sinasabi. So, lahat ng chicken nuggets talaga makakain mo sa Vancouver, sa Montreal, lahat yan produced in London, Ontario. So, that would just give you a lot of job opportunities if you're looking for a part-time and also for full-time jobs. And last but not least, in terms of the lifestyle, I know for sure that as a student, you will be funding your own studies, 1 year man yan or 2 years. And if you're bringing your family with you, you also have to take note of their expenses, daily expenses. So if you are in London, if you're looking for a place wherein you will have access to good education, which is Fanshawe College, and you have an access to a lifestyle that is 40% more affordable than other cities in the province. London is actually a good fit for you. So now we are going to discuss Fanshawe College. So this is one of our buildings. Fanshawe College is actually one of the largest colleges in the province of Ontario. We have 6 campuses that I will discuss later, and we also have several regional campuses. But for international students, I would personally recommend you to look for a program that is offered in London. Una, halos lahat naman ng programs namin offered in London campuses, so that's good. The second thing is that if this is your first time to go to a country and you're working, I mean you're studying on your own, you're living on your own, it might be hard for you to adjust. So baka ma-homesick ka or medyo maging introvert ka. But London has a lot of international students. So, marami ding mga kapwa Pinoy dito sa London. So, it would be easier for you to adjust, lalong-lalo na if you are living on your own. Fanshawe College, we have 21,000 full-time students, and 7,500 of those are actually international, representing 104 different countries. So, that just means that we are a very multicultural community. So we have our own traditions. We try to express our own traditions, our own culture, and it's easier for you to actually make friends, not only for your kababayans, but also with other nationalities and even Canadians. I have a lot of students na after a few weeks in Fanshawe, madami na silang friends na ibang lahi, which is good. I think yun naman yung I think advantage din ng pagiging jolly and pagiging friendly ng mga Pilipino. So right now, Fanshawe Philippine students, we are ranked 3rd in the International Center. So first is India, second is China, third is Philippines. So right now we have over 600 students that are studying in Fanshawe that are Filipino. But hopefully by September 2020 and also January 2021 intake, we can already meet the 1,000 mark. And I hope you guys that are watching this specific live stream, you will be part of that cohort na i-welcome natin for September and also for January or moving forward. In terms of the co-op, I think one of the good types of placements and programs that colleges in Canada would have is yung mga co-op programs. So Fanshawe College, we try to provide co-op and placement opportunities for our students that are embedded in their program. So co-op is actually, or cooperative education, it's a paid internship. So I think well aware naman po tayo doon. If you have gone to college, you have known about internship. Ito po ay paid internship. Either 4 months or 8 months, you have co-op. But if your program doesn't have co-op, meron naman po siyang different types of placement. So pwede kang may internship, meron kang field placement, meron kang mentorship, or anything na exposure to the industry, to your clients, to patients. But the main difference between co-op and the other types of placements ay co-op is paid, the others are not paid. Yun po yung main difference. But the bottom line is that whatever type of placement that your program would have, okay po siya kasi you would have hands-on experience. And also, that will be the start of your network building, which is very, very important if you are striving in a very new country. So you have to build your network kasi eventually, pag natapos ka ng program mo, maghahanap ka ng trabaho, even maghahanap ka ng accommodation, you have to look and also look out for your network. Sila po talaga yung magbibigay sa inyo ng mga information and mga strategy. And in terms of the graduate employment rate, so institutions in Canada, we are not very particular with world rankings, but we have our own key performance indicators. So one of the most important key performance indicator among institutions in Canada is the graduate employment rate. And last year, we have 90.3 graduate employment rate, and we are actually ranked first in the whole province of Ontario. So we're actually very proud of this one. And also, it would just show that our programs and also our student services are very much focused to make sure that you are job ready, our students are job ready once that you complete the program in Fanshawe College. So now I will be just running over the campuses that we have. So this is our London main campus. So as you can see, napakalaki po ng campus namin. Hindi po siya siguro ganun kalaki than UP, but most likely, madami naman po siyang buildings that would offer several courses or sort programs. So most of the programs that we offer in Fanshawe College is actually offered in the main campus. So in the main campus, we have our in-campus residence, yung office po namin in the International Center, our Student Wellness Center, yung gym, the library is also here, and several lecture rooms and specified labs for your program. And in the upper portion of the screen, makikita niyo po dyan yung residences. So a lot of the people residing here are actually international students, and madami po doon ay Pilipino. Gusto po nila yung pagbukas ng mata nila, maglalakad lang sila, papasok na sila sa school. So madami pong residences or accommodation that are near the campus, and 5-minute walk from the main campus will be our Center for Applied Transportation and Technology. So Science and Technology and Trades program, if you are keen to enroll in these programs, this will be your campus. Inside, we have a car showroom, we have labs, we also have lecture rooms. So very high-tech po yung mga equipment, and also computers that are located here in this specific campus. Another campus that is near the main campus is our Norton Wolf School of Aviation Technology Aviation Center. So as you may know, Fanshawe College offers aviation programs. So if you are keen to be a pilot in Canada, or if you're into aircraft maintenance or aircraft manufacturing, this will be a good program for you, and this will be your campus. So as you can see, you have a full hangar that will be your playground, and we also have a building next to it for your classes and for your lectures. And this specific aviation center is also right beside London International Airport. So if you are looking for a part-time job, then that's the right place for you to look for a part-time job. Actually, if you go there, most likely Fanshawe students po ang magsuservice sa inyo in the London International Airport. And 10 to 15 minutes from the main campus will be our London Downtown campus. So if you're enrolled in tourism, culinary, hospitality, and recreation programs, this will be your campus. So ito po ay nasa downtown area. The chef's table, as you can see in the screen, is actually a restaurant run and managed by our students. So if you're taking culinary, baking and pastry management, you will have hours in your program na dedicated to chef's table. So you will be servicing clients, you will be making your own pastries, brewing coffee sa mga customers na dadating or mag-drop by sa chef's table. And in the upper floors, you would have kitchen, of course, lecture rooms, and also yung mga simulation rooms namin for those who are enrolled in golf and resort management programs. And this is the London Downtown campus, and right across this one is our building, which is for the School of Digital and Performing Arts. So far, sa mga buildings na nakita ko sa Fanshawe, this will be my favorite building kasi sobrang dami ng high-tech gadgets and high-tech computers. So if you're into IT programs, game development, design, and theater programs, this will be your campus. So in the first floor, we have a mini theater for our design, theater, and music and arts program students. And we also have a game room inside, computer labs that are free of use to all students, and also, of course, if you are having labs for your classes. And the last campus that we have is the London South campus. We just opened this last September 2019. It's a very new campus. It's relatively smaller. I think this is the smallest campus that we have among the London campuses, the other 5 London campuses, because we only offer postgraduate programs here. So business and agribusiness management, BIA, retirement residence management, and the healthcare administration management that are usually offered only to international students. Dito kayo pupunta for your classes. So since this is only for international students, we have a lot of Filipinos here. And even if this campus is relatively smaller, sobrang ganda ng location niya. It's right across White Oaks Mall, which is the biggest mall in London. That's a plus sa inyo na gustong mag-mall after classes. The good thing about here as well, if you are bringing your families with you, we have a number of for basic and secondary schools around the area, and madami ding accommodation options nearby. So we have many postgraduate program students that are Filipinos, and a lot of them are actually here in this specific campus. So in terms of the programs that we offer, we try to offer a variety of programs that would best fit whatever industry or whatever career that you have. So we have 200 plus programs. We offer degrees, certificates, advanced diploma, and graduate certificates. So it will really depend on the program that you will be choosing, and also what specific credential that you might want to have after you finish your study in Fanshawe College. So from aviation, business, culinary arts, health sciences, information technology, nursing, science and engineering, and tourism and hospitality and recreation, we have it for you. Even those that are very siguro specialized, like professional butchery techniques, not many schools in Canada offer that program, but Fanshawe offers a 1-year certificate program for professional butchery techniques. Kung titignan natin, parang, okay, kailangan pa ba natin talagang pag-aralan yung pagiging butcher? But actually, yes. It's a really good market. We have a lot of we have a lot of job opportunities for butchers in Canada, because Canada is actually an agricultural and a meat-producing country. So yung Canada beef, if you are very familiar with that one, it's one of the top products of Canada, and we need butchers, professional butchers for that. So if there's any demand from the industry for a specific job or specific skill, at Fanshawe, we try to create programs so that we can supply the workers for that specific demand from the industry. So now I will be just running over the credentials that you might have, the program that you can take in Fanshawe, and also the postgraduate opportunities for you. So for Filipinos, a lot of you may or may not have finished your college. So if you finish only 2 years, pero nagtrabaho na kayo, or meron lang kayong missing 2 or 3 subjects, pero wala kayong degree or college diploma, you're technically considered in this specific category. So you are a grade 10 graduate following the old curriculum of DepEd. So that's high school graduate. So we can take you in at Fanshawe, but before you can proceed to any post-secondary program, you have to take 1 year general arts and science first. So 1 year general arts and science before you can proceed to any 1 to 3 year post-secondary program. So that is the first category. The second one, I think most of our viewers are in this specific category. You are both high school graduate, so grade 10, and meron na kayong college diploma or college degree. Some of you may have a master's or may have PhD as well. So if you are in this specific category, you're actually eligible to any of our programs. any 1 to 3 year post-secondary, or any 1 to 2 year postgraduate program. So this is the second category. And the last one, which is our emerging market, dahil nga madaming mga estudyante ngayon na I think naging exposed na rin sila sa study abroad. So if they finish senior high school, with regardless of your strand, you can actually apply to Fanshawe. And unlike yung high school graduates ng grade 10, you can proceed directly to any 1 to 3 year post-secondary program. So since May 11 and 12 kung na kayo na grades, you just furnish us a copy and then we'll give you the letter of acceptance. So regardless of the credentials that you have and also the programs that you will take in Fanshawe College, since Fanshawe College is a designated learning institution, if you take any of our full-time programs, if you study 1 year, you will be eligible to a 1 year postgraduate work permit. And if you study at least 2 years, you can be eligible to up to 3 year postgraduate work permit. So, like I said, regardless of the credentials and the program, as long as it's full-time, you have the postgraduate opportunities or the PGWP corresponding to your length of study. So in terms of the student services naman, like I mentioned in my introduction, if you are in the application process, I will be your contact person. If you will apply via the visa center, they will also be your go-to person, your go-to team, or your go-to counselors that will help you with everything that you need to prepare for in your travel to Fanshawe College or to travel to Canada. But once that you land in Canada, we actually have a Fanshawe Care program. It's a worry-free arrival service in Canada for all of our international students. So, if wala po kayong family member in Canada that will somehow pick you up in the airport and drive you to London, okay lang po. We will provide you a transportation from Toronto to London. And if ever you will be arriving during our arrival service dates, we have an airport greeter, so most likely international student po yan, na may signage ng Fanshawe College, and they will direct you to the terminal and to the bus. And also, if you don't have any accommodation yet, and you will be arriving dun sa dates na na arrival service dates namin, we will also provide you a 2-night hotel accommodation for free. So that will actually help you adjust, or for example, ang lagi ko sinasabi sa students, if meron kayong makuha na 2 nights hotel accommodation, bago pa lang kayo mag-travel to Canada, look for a permanent accommodation or contact ng landlord. And then habang nagsistay kayo sa 2 nights hotel na free, then look around, mag-ocular kayo, tapos mag-sign na kayo ng contract with them. Para at least, sulit naman po yung stay nyo dun sa hotel that we will provide. And in terms of the support that we can give you, like I said, application part, I will be your contact person. But if you're already in Fanshawe College, we have the International Center. So I'm part of the International Center. I am a recruiter. I'm based in the market that I handle. But when you are in Canada, we have student life coordinators. Sila po yung parang magiging parang guidance counselor ninyo. So if you want to change your program, or if you want to just talk to someone, para lang, yung iba nga po, for some countries, no, homesick sila, nagbubook sila ng appointment with student life coordinators. So at least may kausap sila from time to time. You're also free to book an appointment with them. And also, if you're about to renew your passport, or if you're about to extend your study permit, or you have any questions about your study permit, we have immigration advisors as well in Fanshawe College in the International Center. So just book an appointment with them. We will help you about the process, about the requirements, but you have to process it on your own. And in terms of the academic side naman, if you need anything in relation to academics, for example, medyo nahihirapan ka with your math, nahihirapan ka with doing your research, kasi some students, some professors would require you to write a research paper. But if you've been working for a long time and you haven't done any research writing for like 10 to 20 years, medyo mahirap siya. So if you want to refine your skill or you want some help, you can book any of our advisors from the Learning Center, and they will help you with your concern. And we also have opportunities for you to be a tutor in Fanshawe College. Dahil madami po kaming non-English speaking students that are taking their English program in Fanshawe. So if tingin niyo po, you're very well versed with English and you have patience to teach English, then that's good. Opportunity po sa inyo yun para to at least earn some money because you will be paid as a tutor, of course. And last but not the least, we of course want you to be job ready when you finish your program in Fanshawe. So we have a very active career and employment service center that will be your one-stop shop to anything related to employment and job readiness in Canada. So we do conduct career fairs. We also do help you about, in writing your Canadian resume, even mock interviews. If meron kang interview sa part-time or full-time job mo, tas medyo gusto mo ng practice, you can book an appointment with any of the staff sa Career and Employment Service Center, and we can do a mock interview for you.
Mhm.
So in terms of the academic calendar, we have 3 intakes. So fall, winter, and summer. Our biggest intake would be fall. Most of our programs are offered in fall, specifically health sciences and aviation programs. For winter, since madaming demand for seats, madaming students that would like to take the fall intake, we also try to provide a winter option for most of our programs. But for summer, very limited lang po yung programs namin na in-offer during summer because technically it's a school break. And also our professors would like to have their own break. And madami din pong repairs na nangyayari in the campus during these times. And in terms of tuition fee and living expenses, this is very important. Program tuition and fees, it would range, depending on your program, it would range from 16,000 to 18,000 Canadian dollars for 1 year. So 1 year po yan na estimated expenses. Your tuition fee is also inclusive of bus pass. So if you are living 15 to 10 minutes away from Fanshawe College or from your campus, okay lang. Kasi every bus that you will take in London, you just need to tap your student card and it's free. 24/7, even holidays and weekends. So medyo malaki po yung savings ninyo in terms of transportation if you are a Fanshawe student and you're living in London. That's already part of your tuition fee. Also, your tuition fee is inclusive of medical insurance. So you're covered with the usual medical consultations, medical procedures, reimbursement of vaccines, and also medicine. You're also covered with dental and vision insurance. So that's all part of your tuition fee, which is good. For accommodation naman po, it will depend on your preference, of course. But most of our Filipino students, they prefer off-campus housing because relatively it's way cheaper than in-campus. And off-campus housing would range from 6,000 to 8,000 Canadian dollars. And if you want a monthly range, that's inclusive of rent, Wi-Fi, and utilities, it's around 380 to 450 CAD per month. So like I said, it's 40% more affordable than other cities in Canada. So if you are looking for a place that is, yung living expenses is relatively more affordable and you also have good access to education, then London is really a good city for you. For the books and other expenses, it will depend on your program, but it would somehow range from 500